minimum and maximum value of a quadratic expression. Suppose that a, b, c are any real numbers, a is not equal to 0 and f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. If a greater than 0, then f of x has absolute minimum value at x is equal to minus b by 2a, and the minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. If a is less than 0, then f of x has absolute maximum at x is equal to minus b by 2a and the maximum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. Let us do what is the maximum and minimum value of the quadratic expression. Why exist? There is one and only one of them out of maximum and minimum. Suppose you know that a is greater than 0. The graph of the quadratic expression is the parabola. It is above the x-axis if discriminant is less than 0. If discriminant is equal to 0, touches the x-axis at one point. If discriminant is greater than 0, it will be intersects the x-axis in two distinct points. In all the cases, once observe here, this point is the vertex of the parabola. From the left side of the vertex or right side of the vertex, the graph of the value of the graph will be gradually increase. So, the minimum, the least value is at the vertex. This is possible at the x coordinate of the vertex, and the respective y coordinate is called the minimum value. The remaining all the values, suppose this is the x1. At x1 is some particular y1 value. This is x2. So this is x2 is some particular y2 value. This is x3, some particular y3 value. Observe here, when compared with at x2 and x3, this x1 value is less than y1, y2, y3. All the y2, y3 are more than to the y1, which means at x is equal to x1, then respect to y value is the least value. Remaining all the values are more than this one. That's why this y1 value is called the minimum value. If the curve is a is less than 0, you know that the graph of the parabola is below the x-axis or touches the x-axis in open downward and intersect. So for all the x values of the quadratic expression, the values of the quadratic expression God will be decreased when compared with at the vertex. So in this case, it has that maximum value, the remaining all the values will be decreased. So when a is greater than 0, it has the minimum value. When a is less than 0, it has the maximum value. So what is that maximum value? What is that minimum value? And how you can find that maximum value? What is the formula to find the maximum or minimum value at the given quadratic expression? Let us try to find it. You know that general form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the, if it is not equal to 0, quadratic expression. This quadratic expression will be named as f of x. Of course, it is also can say that y. Where a is not equal to 0, a, b, c are any real numbers. Now this f of x you can be write as a into some x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. This a will be sent left side. F of x by a is equal to x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. Now I will consider the right side part. F of x by a is equal to x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. Now this x square you can write as x whole square plus 2 into x into b by 2a. Now observe here, 2 into x into b by 2a, I have to simplify, 2 to cancel, will get bx by a, that is the middle term. So you can compare with the middle term, you can write in this way. Now I will be add b by 2a whole square and subtract. b by 2a whole square. Add and subtract the b by 2a whole square. Plus c by a is there. Now first three terms you see, these first three terms, x square plus 2 into x into b by 2a plus b by 2a whole square. It is in the form of a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So simply you can write as x plus b by 2a whole square. Plus the remaining two terms, these two terms, c by a positive term minus b square by 4a square. So this is also you can be write as x plus b by 2a whole square. Plus when you take LCM for these two terms is 4a square. 4a square by a square, a is 4a. 4a into c is 4ac. Minus 4a square by 4a square is 1. 1 into b square is b square. This is f of x by a value. This a will be sent right side now. F of x is equal to a into x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a square into a. So that means with a these two terms are multiplied. A into x plus b by 2a whole square. Here a into this a and a square cancel, the denominator will get that denominator 4a only. So directly I will write here 4ac minus b square by 4a only. So this is the said that equation 1. Now once observe here, case 1. Case 1. If a is less than 0, then what happen? If a is a negative, once observe the equation 1, a is a negative in the sense this is the negative and x plus b by 2a whole square is positive. The square of any real number is positive. So negative into positive is negative only. So the entire the first term become a negative. Okay, Nani? Now this is the clearly negative. And the second term is a positive or negative. Maybe we cannot decide, leave it. The second term is the positive or negative. Now one point here we'll discuss. This is some real number. X is any real number. If we add any negative number to the any real number, the entire value will be less than to the x. Negative plus any real number must and should is less than x. If x is either positive or negative or 0. Okay. So any negative number will be added to the real number, then it must be less than to that real number. From this, here see, this is the entire, it is a negative. This is, I will assume that real number. This is the negative. Negative plus real number is, negative plus real number is less than that real number. So from this we can conclude here, the entire equation 1 value becomes less than or equal to second value 4ac minus b square by 4a. So when if a is less than 0, that implies a into x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a is less than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. Okay. So this value, because it is the negative, gradually it is the maximum. Negative value plus real number is less than to the real number, less than or equal to real number. So this is less than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. So from this what you can conclude, 4ac minus b square by 4a is maximum. So that implies f of x less than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. Therefore, f of x has maximum at x is equal to minus b by 2a and maximum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. Now coming to the case 2. The case 2 is if a is greater than 0. If a is greater than 0, then a into x plus b by 2a whole square is greater than or equal to 0. So that implies a into x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a is greater than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. So this is the positive, okay, which is the positive value here. The center value is a positive. So positive value will be add to that any real number. That value should be gradually be increased. So it is more than to the 4ac minus b square by 4a. So from this what can I say that f has minimum, f of x has minimum value yet x is equal to minus b by 2a and the minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. So from this we can conclude f of x has, if a is greater than 0, f of x has absolute minimum at x is equal to minus b by 2a and that minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. So when a is greater than 0, it has minimum value. When a is less than 0, it has maximum value. Now let us see one example based on this one. Okay. See one example here. Find the maximum or minimum. Find maximum or minimum or to the expression, one is x square minus x plus 2 and the second one is 4x minus x square minus 10. So here see, coefficient of x square is a is equal to 1, which is greater than 0. Then a is greater than 0, f of x has which value? Minimum value. And that minimum value, f minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. Here coming to that, b value is how much? Minus 1. C value is 2. That is equal to 4 into 1 into 2 minus 1 whole square by 4a. 4 into 1. That is 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 1 by 4, which is 7 by 4. So the 7 by 4 is minimum value. 7 by 4 is the minimum value. In the second case, here see a is equal to minus 1, b is equal to 4, c is equal to minus 10. Because coefficient of x square is a. When a is less than 0, that means f of x has maximum value. That f maximum is equal to, what is the formula? 4ac minus b square by 4a. That is 4 into minus 1 into minus 10 minus b square by 4a. 4 into minus 1. That is 40 minus 16 by minus 4. 40 minus 16 is how much? 24. 24 by minus 4. That is equal to minus 6. So that minus 6 is the maximum value. Minus 6 is the maximum value. So in this way, we can find the maximum or minimum of the quadratic expression by using this formula. Thank you very much.